Next question is about the challenge. You yourself had launched a hat challenge where you'd wear each day a different hat for 7 days. So what have you drawn from this experience? I actually didn't start the challenge. I joined the challenge, but it was a fun challenge to be a part of because it did challenge me to wear all my hats that I have. What I've drawn from this challenge is I discovered how frightening it is to put on a hat and walk into public, because while I know I shouldn't care what people say or think of me, it is very frightening. It's one thing to wear a blouse and a skirt or a dress and people kind of like, oh, that's a little different. But when you put a hat on your head, you're suddenly like a beacon, like, oh, look at that, she's got something different. So a year ago, if I put this hat on and walked out the door, I would have been a little freaked out and worried about what others thought of me. But now it's actually, I feel like it's given me confidence to say, you know what, this is me. Either you can take it or leave it, and I'm okay with that. So it's a pretty cool challenge. If you haven't tried wearing a hat a day, other than a beanie or a baseball cap, you should give it a go. Next hat. And this one is really special. It was given to me by my great aunts and uncles and my grandma, and it belonged to my great Aunt Clara, I believe. So from the 1930s to 1940s. And it not only has a cute hat, it has a matching handbag and gloves. So that's pretty special. It has a cute bow. All right, next question. Do you have a special method of how to find your hats and how to take care of it? Care is simple. I do store them upside down at times. Sometimes I store them hanging. A lot of them are in my hat boxes to keep them safe and from dust and dirt and grime. Just, you know, careful storage. It's good to look up information on how to do that. There's books about how to store your hats. And how do I find my hats? Oh, I find them all over the place. I have a bad habit of walking into an antique store and leaving with a hat because they're just so cute, and it's like the hidden jewel in the antique store that suddenly pops out and it's like, oh, a hat, it's so cute. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, I will leave with a hat. It's terrible. Yeah, well, maybe it's not terrible. It's a good thing. Save the hats, right? All right, okay. So this hat I also picked up at, I think, a garage sale? Antique store? I can't remember, but it's really neat. I'm not going to tie it, but it has the little ties so that it holds on to your hair and your hat so it doesn't fly away. Okay, next question. How did you come up with your name, LittleAntiqueMe? When I started my Instagram, I wanted something cute and simple, and I always felt kind of antique just because I feel like a lot of the things that I grew up with, like either it be old movies or old music or old cars or whatever the case may be, always kind of was more my style as opposed to maybe some of what my friends were doing. And so I just always felt kind of antique compared to them. My mom calls me an old soul, so it's kind of fitting. So I thought, well, antique, and you know, there's always like Little Miss Simi Sweet, which she's awesome, or Little Miss this, or Little Miss whoever. And so I thought, oh, Little Antique Me. So that's where my name comes from. Another antique find, I went to another antique store and this one just jumped into my basket because that seems to be how it happens. Okay, last question. All right, last one. The last question and my favorite one, what advice can you give to young girls who are currently looking for their own unique style? Oh, be yourself. I know that sounds super cliche, but it truly is. I mean, only you can decide what you want to wear. If you want to wear vintage, go for it. If you want to wear something more modern, that's awesome. I will say though, I have had young ladies stop me and say, I love your style, I wish I could wear that. My advice to them is give it a try. Give it a try, either for a day, for an event, for a week. Just give it a shot, because you just never know when you might actually find your style and go, I love this, I feel so classy and so elegant. And so start simple. Start simple with something like a blouse and a skirt or a dress that really speaks to you. It doesn't have to be true vintage, because there's so many beautiful reproduction companies out there that you can give it a shot with. But yeah, no, just try it and realize that you might actually get some compliments that you never thought you'd have, and people might actually stop you that you never thought you'd talk to. So just go for it. And that is my advice. So thank you. Thank you for the questions. The people that interviewed me, their Instagram is, I'm going to probably mispronounce this, but Ton.tour, Ton.tour. I'll leave their link below so you can go check out that hat challenge. They have been so kind and complimentary, and I just am in awe of, or honored to be interviewed and featured for their hat week. So this is me saying, I hope you're having a great week, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm praying for you guys this week as you go about whatever you're doing. If you have any prayer requests, please leave them below. Let me know. I love praying for you guys. I pray over my Facebook and YouTube and Instagram a lot, and I pray for all of you. And may God bless you and keep you this week. And yeah, this is me in my hat saying, see you later. Bye.